Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can actually prepare a dashboard, a sales dashboard in Power BI. So in this given data, we have two different files and each files have several worksheets. So what we're going to do is we want to do a data compilation from several worksheets into one single database. And from the single database, what we want to do is we want to do the year on year, month on month, year to date, previous year, previous month analysis. So let's get started. As mentioned, we do have two different files and each respective files have different worksheets. For example, over here, we do have a Malaysian worksheet which shows the sales of product in several regions in Malaysia. For example, like we have sales in Perak, Sarawak, Selangor, and also in Kedah. And we also have sales in India, sales in Japan, sales in Italy. So what I want to do is, first and foremost, I want to actually compile all this. And one more thing is, I actually want to make a comparison because we have the 2025 and 2026 report. So what my manager wants me to do is to compile all the database and eventually prepare a table to see the year on year, month on month, year to date report. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, first thing is, I'm just going to open Power BI, go to blank report. Over here, what I actually want to do is, basically, I'm going to import the data from Excel to Power BI. So click import data from Excel. And once I click over here, like I mentioned, I'm going to choose the 2025 first report and then I press open. Once I press open, you will notice a box will appear. So this is where we need to choose the particular worksheet like India, Italy, Japan, Malaysia. But in this case, I want to compile everything. So I'll just click one of them. You can actually select any of them. You may ask me why I only select one. Well, the intention is to compile everything. So I'll just select one, any of it, and then I'll go to transform data. By clicking transform data, what happens is it will navigate to Power Query Editor. So right now, what you're looking right now is a database for India worksheet. So I don't want India worksheet. I want to actually compile for all. So that is why I just remove all the steps so that it can go to the source directly. And then I will expand all this. So I'll just press OK. So right now you'll notice that this is the report. And I will try to remove the unnecessary columns. So over here, if you notice, we don't need the total column. We don't need this item, this kind, and hidden. We don't need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. Just like that, this is none. And then I can just move, or I can also press Ctrl G, because when you press Ctrl G in Power Query, it can move around the columns. So I want to go to the first column and press OK. Depending on you, whether you want to move the cursor or you want to press Ctrl G. Now what I want to do is, of course, over here we do have this column. So this column, so I want to remove. Year Perak, here is all the inventories. So what I'll do is I will try to fill it down, because year Perak, I want to put all year Perak and here all the particular inventory category. So I'm going to press your right click and I'm going to press fill and I'm going to press down. Done. And then if you see here we have null, here we have a null. So all the nulls is not necessary. So I'm just going to remove the null and press OK. Settle. So right now we have inventory categories, SKU, product. So this is the rail header. So what I want to do is I want to use first row as header, and just like that the first row will be promoted as the header. And then I'll unselect the SKU and I press OK. Alright, so now we have already filtered the row. Then I think I can just select all the columns, right click and unpivot the columns. Okay, so now we have solved the case. So here I can just put it the country, and this one I'll just put here the region, inventory categories, SKU, product, and here will be the month, here will be the RM, and I'll just change to a fixed decimal number. Okay, so there you go. So looks better. But the problem is in Power BI, they are not able to recognize January, February, March, because when you talk about Excel, we have an autofill function which able to recognize the monthly data. Meaning to say, I'll just show an example so that everybody can understand. So here we have January. So now when I just drag this down, the Excel is able to understand. This is what they call as autofill. It is able to recognize that okay, January, February, March. However, when we talk about Power BI, Power BI not able to recognize January as the first month because the data is actually sorted is in a text format. So when it's a text format, it will recognize April and August as the first month because it starts with the letter A. So now in this context, what I'm going to do is I'm just want to create a column, a dedicated column that shows the date. And this data, if you notice, this is a 2025 data. So I'm going to go to add column, custom column, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to name it over here date text. So date text, so date from text, that means it will try to create a date from a text. And I'm going to put your open bracket. So what I'm going to do is I put your apostrophe 1/apostrophe and then here if you notice it, this is a month. So the name is month. I'm going to click here and then n apostrophe / 2025. Close apostrophe, close bracket, and okay. And just like that, we do have a custom. I'm going to just change this to a date format. There you go. So now we have a 2025 data, and I put here 2025. There you go. So I'm going to do the same thing for the 2026 file. So I'm going to go to home and new source, Excel workbook, the same file. So I'm going to choose 2026. Just now we select 2025. Now I'm going to select 2026. I'm going to press open. So once I press open, a box will appear and we need to choose the particular worksheet. So I'm going to choose, you can choose any worksheet you want. I'm going to press OK. And then after that, you will have another database. Okay, so I'll just remove all this. So this also remove. Here we have the sheets. I don't want the defined name. So I'll just filter the defined name. And then I will expand the column. Alright, so just like that, that column 1 I don't want. And I press Ctrl G so that it will go to the last column. So total until the end I don't want, and then Ctrl G, go to the first column. Okay, so this one I want to fill down because I just want to 𝗖𝗍𝗏𝗏, just fill down. So right click and fill and down, just like that. So it's already filled down, and then I want to remove the null. So just click here and remove the null. Okay, and then I want to put use first as header. There you go, looks better. I don't want the SKU, so I'll just click here, unselect the SKU, because the purpose is to clean the data, performing raw data. Then from there we can make sure there's a proper database. From a proper database, then only we can prepare a visual in a dashboard. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to select all this until here, right click and unpivot other columns. So apparently the report, because we are talking about 2026, so the June haven't finished yet, so that's why we have the report from January up to May. Okay, and then what I'm going to do next is maybe I'll just go here, put your country, this is region, this is inventories, SKU, product, and this is month. You have to make sure the spelling is correct, because what I want to do is I want to actually compile with this. In Power Query we call it append. I want to append with this. So this is the India, and then month, and then I'll just put your RM. I'll just change the format to fixed decimal. I put here 2026. And we need one more thing to do, whereby I want to add a custom column. So I'm going to go to add column, custom column. Same like just now, I use date from text. Open bracket, apostrophe 1/apostrophe n, and then I just want to select this month over here, and then n apostrophe /2026. Close apostrophe, close bracket, no syntax error, press OK, and just like that we have the 2026. Change this to a date format, and yeah, there you go. So we have 2025 and 2026. So go to home, I click this arrow over here, append query. That means it will try to combine the tables. Append query says new 2025, 2026, and press OK. And just like that, we do have this data. So now we do have this report. We have this reporting over here. So I'll just put here as raw data. Okay, so now this is the report, and press close and apply. So when I press close and apply, what happens is it will go back to Power BI, and eventually we do have this database. So what we're going to do is we are going to prepare a visual based on the database. What my manager wants to know is the yearly, the monthly, the year to date, and so on. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is the report. Okay, maybe I'll change name to date. Okay, so this is the date, and let me just put it over here. So I want the month. and I want the RM. So when I click month and RM, what really happened is, so this is the given data. So total we have about 293 billion or million sales. So what I need to do is, I just want to make it the size bigger. So go to values, I put here 15, and the column header also I'm going to put here 15, and I want to make it center alignment. So yeah, this is the report, but the thing is my manager don't want this format. So I can go to the model view, and in this raw data what I'm going to do is the RM over here, and instead of fixed decimal I'll choose a general format. So general, and here also I'll just put a decimal number. So I just press yes, just change like this, and I go to this report view, and now it looks better. So you can see it's actually 293 million, but apparently what happened is this is 2025 and 2026. So I actually want to put, just say 2026 only. So I'll just go to the slicer, and I'll choose the year, and maybe I want in a proper bill, perhaps a drop down. So here I'll just choose 2026. Okay, so when I choose 2026, so we get to know that in 2026 this is the sales, which is about 111 million. But my manager, what he wants to know is, what you're looking right now is the current month sales. So I'll just put here current month sales. Okay, but my manager also wants to know the previous month, year to date, year on year, you know, and month on month analysis. So this is where I'll try to use new measure, whereby first I want to actually calculate using the previous month. Okay, so I'll just put it previous month and calculate. So I'll just put here sum. So this is raw data. So raw data using the RM, close bracket, and then comma, previous month. So what happened is, it will try to actually calculate the total of previous month data. So our report, the name is date raw data. So I'm going to write here raw data, and I'm going to choose here date, close bracket, enter. So right now what we have is a previous month, and just like that, so we can actually have a comparison. So like February is 21, so here is 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 7. Next thing is, what I want to do is, I actually want to know the previous year. So I select this again, and new measure, I'll write here previous year. So previous year is the same thing, calculate, and then I put here sum, and sum of what? Sum of raw data RM. So I'm going to write here raw data, select the RM, close bracket, comma, same period last year. And then what report is the raw data again, raw data date, close bracket, and again, just like that. And when I click here, so we have a comparison. So what you're looking right now is, this is the previous year data, the previous year data. This is the current month, current year, previous month, and previous year data. And then I'll just want to do the year to date. So new measure again, and I'll just write here YTD. YTD means year to date. Calculate, sum, and I'll just put raw data, choose the RM, close bracket, comma, and dates year to date. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose the raw data, date, select the date, close bracket, close bracket. So right now, what you're looking right now is, when I just stick it over here, we do have the year to date. That means 21 plus 21 is 43, 43 plus 22 is 65, and this is how the year to date data. Now, my manager wants to see the comparison, like month on month, year on year, the percentage, and so on. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just expand this. Okay, so I'll just click one more time, just want to make a comparison. So new measure, and I want to write here MOM. MOM means month on month. It's not minutes or meeting, it's month of month. So the sum of the sales, which is RM, raw data RM, close bracket, previous month, and enter. So when I just stick it over here, we can have a comparison. So this is how it looks. So I'll just drag it over here. So now your manager can see. And I'll just do one more time, because my manager wants to know the percentage. So I'll just do what? Month on month, percentage. So the month on month divided with the sum of RM. And there you go. So I'll just select this, and I'll just put here in a percentage format. So apparently what happened is, right now it shows infinity, because this divided by, like this amount over here, this amount divided by 0, you'll have infinity. So I don't want that. What I want to do is, I want to create a if error. If error, so if just say it is an error, so put here 0. Yeah, there you go. So there is no error, so it's 0%. And yeah, I'll just do one more time. So for the year on year, so new measure, this time YOY. Okay, so I'll just put here the sum RM minus previous year. And let me just take it over here. So this is the previous year, so I'll just drag it on the top, month on month over here, and last one, the month on month percentage. So I'm going to put here new measure and year on year percentage. So it will be the year on year divided with the sum of RM. Okay, there you go. So let me just take it over here and put it here. So now it looks this, but of course we have an error, not an issue. We can put here if error. Okay, so now this is the thing, and I need to change this to a percentage format. Alright, so now we do have this report, so the manager can understand, and I can go to the value or layout. I can put here to grow to fit. So now it looks here. Now this is the report. So what my manager can see is this is the monthly data, this is the previous month, this is the month on month, and so on. But maybe I need to change the cosmetic, so I'll just put here RM. And okay, so maybe over here also RM. Okay, so maybe I need to reduce the size so that it looks a bit better. Okay, so yeah, yes, not too bad. Okay, so yeah, now my manager can see what's the reporting and so on, and then I can also create a slicer. Okay, so this one, let me just adjust accordingly, copy and paste. And what I want to do is, I don't want this, I want the inventories. So inventories category, so this is the thing, and copy and paste. So one more thing is for the products. So we have a product, copy and paste, and I'll put it over here, one for the country, and copy and paste, one more for the region. So unselect this, select the region, and yeah, there you go. So now we have this reporting over here. So what I'm going to do is I want to align accordingly. So select all these slices and go to format, alignment, and distribute horizontally. Alright, so this is how it looks like. So just say your manager wants to know about the report in Malaysia. So I can just click on Malaysia, and then we get to see, okay, how's the performance. And if just say I want to know a dedicated product, just say about brake. Okay, so brake, we notice that the March we do have a negative growth, and yeah, so far all year on year it's doing well. And yeah, we can see this data, how it's performing year on year and month on month. So meaning to say, we use Power Query to do the data compilation, data cleaning, and we use the DAX measure to enhance our calculation, and based on this given data set, then we can actually present to the management. Of course, there's many creative ways. You can actually use conditional formatting. You can actually try to determine which is the less performing or top performing products, and so on.